everyone, welcome to another process video. This layout was one I actually did months ago, so this was the last layout for the hip kit for August, and I had done the voiceover, done the compressing, had it all ready to go, and everything was lost. So I found the file and have started again. So unfortunately I threw out all the bits and pieces that told me exactly what I was using, but let's hopefully hope I remember, and we'll just go on from there. So the paper, the spotty paper, is from Chamel, and I think that the brown triangle paper is from Crate Paper. I could be wrong on that one. So all I had left from the actual kit was the pieces of paper that you saw. So that spotty piece and the brown piece, and a few border strips and a few little of the elements from the ephemera. So not much to work with. So this layout isn't my most favourite layout, but it's another layout that's in the album, and so that's a good thing. This is a photo of my husband Gavin, and he was doing kids church at our church, and it was an underwater theme day, so he had his goggles on ready, and they had a swimming pool full of jelly that the kids could go into, and it was just lots of fun. So this photo was actually taken, if Isaac is 16 and he would have been like 4 then, it was taken a very, very long time ago. So I found this one in a stash as I was going through some old photos, and thought it would be a good time to scrap this one. So there you go. As you can see, I've just stuck those pieces down, and I've matted them on a piece of white cardstock that didn't come in the kit. And now I'm just reassembling the page how I had it before, how I thought I might like it. I can never remember exactly how I had it the first time, but near enough is good enough for me. So as long as I remember where the majority of it went, I'm happy to adapt and change it a little bit as I go. So just using the branding strips there, so all the little leftover pieces that I had cut off, or the pieces that I had trimmed down when I had made the pages a little bit smaller, I've kept them, used them, and they're good for adding to another layout. So this one has a little bit of, or it has a lot of layering as usual, has lots of bits and pieces happening, and nothing unusual that you haven't seen before. Like I said, it's not my most favourite layout, but it's a layout, so I'm happy with that. So just trying the different branding strips, seeing what I think is going to work, what colours I've got at the top, if they're the same at the bottom, trying to keep things similar, and yeah, just trying to make it work. So I've just stuck those strips on, but they were a little bit too long, and as I had already matted the spotty piece to the white cardstock, I just brought out the craft knife and chopped off the little bit of excess that was hanging over. So just grabbing the little ephemera cards and bits and pieces from that Notes and Things collection by Crate Paper. That was a gorgeous collection, one of my favourites so far, I think, and really versatile. Had lots of different colours in the pack, and lots of soft colours and lots of neutral colours. So it was one that was able to be used with a lot of different papers and a lot of different collections, and it all went really well. So here I am fiddling as usual. I think it's good to see the process of someone else scrapbooking and seeing how much someone else fiddles around and plays with all the bits and pieces, because I know for me, when I started scrapbooking, it used to take me hours and hours, if not days and days, to make a scrapbook page. So I used to fiddle and fiddle around, and I couldn't commit to anything, and I wasn't exactly sure. I probably wasn't really confident in what I was doing, and not saying that I'm overly confident now, but at least I've grown to know that, there really is no right or wrong, and sometimes we love the layouts that we make, and sometimes we don't particularly like them. Sometimes they're flops, but we can't have a brilliant layout every single time we make something. So I've learnt to just enjoy the creative process of scrapbooking and just to enjoy the relaxation time. So, usually I scrapbook in between just, busy times, and sometimes I do 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Sometimes I don't have big blocks of time and I just scrapbook when I can. And so usually when I'm in my scrapbooking room, it's a time away from whatever else is happening, and a time where I don't have to think about anything else or nobody wants anything from me, and I can just play with pretty paper and make pretty things. So yeah, like I was saying, it's good to see other people's processes and see that you're not alone in the moving things around, or the inability to be able to commit to things and changing your mind. And we all do it, and it's just like I said, part of the process. And if you enjoy it, that's awesome. If you don't enjoy it, it might be really frustrating, but we do get quicker as we go along. I think I get quicker now. I'm quicker. Still a slow scrapbooker. Still, the layout can take me an hour or so, hour and a half. But that's an hour or an hour and a half of fun that I've had in my craft room. So that's not a negative thing. So back to the layout. I have stuck a lot of those layers down, as you can see, and I'm just building up all the different layers. So just wanting this one to be built up all around the left hand side, right hand side, and the top, and just adding some different colours so that I've got the pink spread around evenly, adding a little bit of orange on there because Gav's got an orange t-shirt, so I want to bring that into the layout, and just using up any little bits and scraps that I've got, all the little bits and bobs, and just trying to make them work. So it's pretty straightforward, not doing anything that you can't tell. I'm just chopping the bits and pieces so I can spread that evenly around the different colours. So I've just had my new hip kits arrive in the mail on Monday and haven't had a chance to play yet. So I'm hoping that tonight, it's Friday night right now where I am, and I'm hoping that I'll get a chance to play with those kits tomorrow. So I have another few layouts ready to be have the voiceover done on them, and they'll be ready for processing to put up on YouTube, and then you'll start seeing the new hip kit. So I haven't actually scrapbooked for about 2.5 weeks, so it's good to have some process videos on backup. So in those times where life happens and we don't have a lot of time to scrapbook or do the things that we want to do, it's good that I have a few like I said, on backup, so that the pressure's not on to make these videos and get them out, so that I still end up being able to enjoy them and not stress about it. So what am I doing now? Just grabbing some of those little stickers. They were from the Chamel sticker sheet. That was from the kit. And I put down that Tell Me a Story, which was the cork sticker, and just adding a few little bits and pieces. So that's a little arrow there from the ephemera pack, and looks like it's pretty done. and looking to see whether there's a few more stickers that I can add, and there is. So I'm going to put my story at the top and wonderful, and I thought that fitted well because it is my husband talking to the children and telling them stories. So the Tell Me a Story was good, and it was a good way to use up some more of the cork pieces. I'll have to do a killer kit and show you all the layouts that I did make with this kit and show you what I've got left, because there isn't much left at all. So I've done a good job in getting rid of most of the kit. There is still some ephemera left because there's always heaps in the crate paper packs, and apart from that there wasn't much left at all, which is really good. So makes me feel like I've got value for my money with buying a kit, and I think this was the 8th layout, so that was pretty good value for me. I figure if I can make a layout for $10 I would be happy. So at $30 a kit plus postage, no, I'm truly under that, so that's good. And there I go, putting my black ink on, so must be time to say goodbye. And I will show you some close-ups and some pictures, and I will see you next time. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for all of your likes and subscribing and for leaving comments. They are really appreciated, and I love reading them, and they're very encouraging, and I thank you very much. So I'll see you next time. Bye.